say to them right now?
I would say it is an amazing opportunity. There is so much business potential here. We encourage persons to come here because a major part of exporting is putting yourself out there, tapping into the markets, remove the fear, come and meet persons that can guide you, the experts. And you never know who you might meet here that can open a new opportunity for you.
It's true, no? And when you come to the Jamaica Trade Board booth,
yes,
we will get to meet you and the rest of the team.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
And you'll help us through everything we need to go through.
Absolutely.
But like how you make it simple, I'm telling you, I'm going to go home.
It is.
I'm going to make some stuff.
Yes.
I'm going to come right back to you.
Yes, please.
Malika Pottinger, everybody, and she is the Director of Export for the Jamaica Trade Board. It's so simple and it's so easy, and they're here to ensure that they're holding your hand and they're taking you through the process. So don't think that it's not for you. You need to ensure that you come here. Jamaica Expo 2025 is happening at the National Arena and the National Indoor Sports Center. It's so easy to get here. You don't have to worry about parking because they have what they call the park and ride. You can park at King's House, you can park at NHT, and they'll bring you right down here so you can just interact with everything brand Jamaica. So we'll see you here. You have a little more time today, and it happens again all day tomorrow. So continue to watch TVJ as we bring you highlights and put on your pretty dandan and find yourself down here, please. All right, stick and stay. We'll be right back. See? I'm telling you, I got you, boo. I got you. So we have O'Shane watching. O'Shane, now you get a problem, Oh, I'm sorry, my darling. No problem. Come, O'Shane, come. Yes. O'Shane, don't give Malika no problem, Yes, O'Shane, please. Keep it nice and simple. Make you have like a fun. You have a fun for her? No, man, you're good. No. Yes, please. The only.
You should. Thank you. So, this one is Malika.
Yes.
Auditor. Yes. O'Shane Masters.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready so I can give away the fan.
Yeah.
Tell me when to go for give away the fan coming hot. Alright, I feel much better now. Smile away.
So the conversation is between both of us. The cameras are just invading our space.
Okay.
So just think about it like that.
I feel much better now, darling. With that one,
yeah.
I feel much better. It's my first time on TV.
Really?
Yes.
Malika?
Yes.
Okay. The dead boy dead.
I mean, what trouble
Yeah.
This one being there, right?
No.
Sure. Ready.
Stand by.
Thanks for staying with us here on Jamaica News Network. It is Expo Jamaica 2025 and the vibe is just right. We are at the Jamaica Trade Board and I'm with Malika Hottinger.
Yes, absolutely. Thank
the
you
Director
so much.
of Export,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes, yes.
Now, tell me a little bit more about the Jamaica Trade Board and what does that organization do?
All right, so first and foremost, what we do, we are the regulatory arm for export. We man 9 trade agreements. That's the Caribbean Basin Initiative, that is with the United States of America. We have agreements with Canada. We have agreements with some European countries and even Spanish-speaking countries. And of course, we can't forget CARICOM, our friendly neighbors.
Yes.
Right.
Now, what does the JB, that's the Jamaica Trade Board, what's the role especially in dealing with exports to these regions?
All right, so the technical aspect that we're going to get into now is what we do to really fast track and help with the procedures and the compliance for you to really access the international markets duty free. So our main role is to really assess persons' products, measure them against the different trade agreements that we man, the rules of origin, right? They're stipulated. They're very unique to different countries, different agreements. And so when we do, what we do is we analyze those, and based on the analysis that comes forth, we determine if you get a certificate of origin.
Yes.
That certificate of origin is a powerful certificate, a powerful document that the Jamaican government provides. And I mean, some persons are probably familiar with it, but that particular certificate, that is what allows you the duty-free access in another country.
Okay, now putting you a little bit out of your way, because just on Wednesday, we saw where U.S. President Donald Trump imposed a 10% tariff on Jamaica.
Right.
How does your organization help in cases of that nature?
Well, all right, let me first and foremost start out. This is something that is brewing, it is new to us. We are doing our due diligence as the government of Jamaica to really see how this is going to impact our manufacturers, right? So what I can say is we are doing our research and we're trying to get the accurate information as to whether or not that is something that's going to be affecting our manufacturers. So we want a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, but what I can say is that Jamaicans are flexible, they're very creative, so we shouldn't be frightened by a tariff, right? We can expand our businesses to other markets, and you never know how your product, your sales might take off. So we don't need to put all our eggs in one basket, right? We can look to different markets.
And it's so funny that you mentioned not putting our eggs in one basket, because what persons are saying no is moving to the south.
Yes.
Is there anything in the pipeline? Because what we have heard is that there's not much no with the south.
There's not much with the South. All right, so we don't have anything that I can speak on per se with that. Like I said, these things are new, they're developing. But what I want to target most importantly is our Export Jamaica platform.
Yes.
That is our market intelligence tool, our global access tool. So even though Jamaica may not have a particular trade agreement with another country, you can always use this tool to research and see if that particular country is purchasing your product. We have a directory on there with some contacts that may be in that particular country in the South. And you can liaise and do that business development aspect, and then you can determine from your due diligence, your research, if that's a feasible market to step in. And of course, we have our agencies that you can call upon, and we can have our one-on-one sessions, and we can guide you further.
Now, tell me a little bit more about the Export Academy. What is the Export Academy?
Yes, I'm happy you brought that up. Export Academy, that's our new digital solution that is geared towards supporting our exporters, right? So this part, what it does is it assesses your knowledge gaps, right? Customized assessment to assess where you are in the export knowledge, right? And based on what you input, the system populates something that says, you are missing knowledge in the trade agreements, you are missing knowledge in Incoterms, and then what it does is provide the resources to bridge those knowledge gaps. In addition to that, what it does based on the different products that you input into the Export Academy, it creates a tailored path that persons can follow from initiation of a company to the beginning stages to which agencies, ministries or departments you may need to visit to get your compliance documents, straight over to like Asikuda with the Jamaica Customs, guides you straight to the end as to how you can export.
Now, how many small businesses are involved with the Jamaica Trade Board? Because, majority of the major companies are
Yes.
exporting.
Yes.
So how do you integrate the small businesses?
Well, our step up with export trade agreements project that we have,
Yes.
that is how we really interact. That is when we have our one-on-one session with smaller businesses. So we know that some persons might think that export is out of their scope.
Yes.
We want them to eradicate that from their memory. You know, we're in a changing, advancing world. Reach out to the trade board. We come and visit you. We show you that the process is simple. We deal with the technicalities, and we just guide you as to how you can ascertain your certificates of origin, your letters of origin, so that you can capitalize on brand Jamaica, get your products on niche markets, international markets.
And let's stick to the final point,
Yes.
of getting things more within the CARICOM region.
Yes.
Is there anything that is being worked on currently to ensure that Jamaican products stick within the CARICOM region?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that we want them to stick.
We don't want them to stick necessarily, but go within the CARICOM region.
Well, I mean, the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas is already there, which established a CARICOM single market economy. So, I mean, that is where most manufacturers export currently because, they're our friendly neighbors. This is something that we're already used to. So, this market is already, filled with Jamaican exporters. And so, what we really are trying to do is to help them to diversify where they're exporting to, tap into international markets that you are not used to. Like you mentioned, the South, you can go to the Eastern countries. We want you to capitalize on those because we know CARICOM already, right?
Yes.
We're already trading with CARICOM.
Okay. And why should persons now come to the Jamaica Trade Board if they want to export?
Well, like I alluded to earlier, we are the persons that are the regulatory body. So if you want to capitalize on the benefits from the different trade agreements, that is where we come in. That is where we give you the document that you require to export preferentially, which is a certificate of origin. And should your document or your product rather not qualify for the certificate of origin, we can give you what we call a letter of origin, which is not as strong as a certificate of origin, but you capitalize on brand Jamaica. And we know that people love Jamaican products. So when we give you that, you're able to brand your product as a product of Jamaica.
Now, does it work? How does it work though if persons want to import products into Jamaica? You deal with export, but how does it work on the flip side?
Well, I mean, if you want to import something, I think you would go onto the J-Swift platform. So that's a little bit different from what I do. So I'm just making an intelligent guess with that point.
Yes.
But I think it would be best to visit the Jamaica Customs Agency. I believe that would be a stronger point for persons to find their information.
Okay, so why should persons come to your booth here at the Expo Jamaica 2025?
Well, I mean, we're signing up persons with Export Jamaica and Export Academy. I know that that's something that's buzzing and brewing for a lot of persons. I know that persons may be afraid to go and sign up by themselves. So we want to be here and we want to help you and guide you through the process. So please feel free to visit our booth so that we can really guide you and have that one-on-one friendly chat with you. So, to eradicate the fears that you may have as it relates to export.
And how do we get in touch with you?
Yes, so you can contact us at 876-967-0507 and follow us on our social media, Instagram, and also Facebook at the Trade Board Limited.
All right, thank you so much, Malika Pottinger.
Thank you.
I'm the Director of Export at Jamaica Trade Board.
Yes.
And stick and stay with us here on the JNN as we continue to provide you with highlights from Expo Jamaica 2025. I'm Shane Masters.
Diamond
Me I know them a check.
Nick. Okay, let's say Nick. That.
But we are the first travel agency in Jamaica to do the mystery trip, and this is our 4th one, and it's 32 people, and the next one goes out next week.
So it's only group you do?
No, we do
You do
private
individual?
too. So all of this we do for private people
One
as
minute.
well.
So if we're going live, you want me to close out fully once I'm finished with Samoya?
No. Her interview is not the last interview. We're going live so we can show the last interview after. So hers is the second to last interview.
Samoya is the second to last? So we have one more after this?
Yeah, so we might have to do that.
Oh, so this one isn't live?
We're not live right
This
now.
one is live, but you're touring to a breakout.
Okay, alright. Cool.
As I'm about to say, oh,
Yeah. Hi, sweetie. How are you? No, Wednesday.
Blessed and highly favored.
How are you, Nasa, my girl? You never hear me now?
The tree that. No, that's the video. But go to the tree dots right here. Tree dots, they're coming, they're going live. Repeat more.
Diamond, how much time I
Repeat
have?
for in, that's it. That's it.
No. How much time I have for the interview? 5 minutes. Samoya?
About to start. Good girl trip them.
Yeah.
Trip, and how them can find.
Good girl trip? No, you have a mystery trip and you have a good girl trip?
We have a trip every month for the year. The mystery trip is the fun thing.
Hold on. When you started?
2019. Trip volume is 15 to 50.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. Yeah. So we can't even get into how it starts. Because... Alright. We'll make it work. Mm-hmm. Our personalities, we make it work.
Yes.
We make it work. We're so excited.
I'm ready for the single channel. Hi, my name is Samoya Mattis. I'm on TVJ. We're at the Jamaican Expo.
Okay, so I'm here with Samoya Mattis. Happy start. I like the name already. We're having a very happy start to this, right?
We're gonna start our journey with amazing.
Granted, we are closed out, but a happy start we are dealing with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exciting things happening here at Jamaica Expo 2025, National Arena, National Indoor Sports Center. Yes, we are making it happen and we're sharing it with you live on TVJ. So you'd think is, just products and certain services, but I was so shocked to hear of a Jamaican travel agency called Happy Start. Samoya Mattis is the CEO, and you're going to absolutely love her and the whole concept of our business, because right now I feel like I wanted to put me in a suitcase and carry.
Yes.
So let us talk about Happy Start Travel Agency.
Okay, so Happy Start.
How you start? How you did start? Happy Start.
So after the pandemic, right?
Yes.
And everywhere locked down. So I was a traveler. So before I started traveling, my profession was in videography and filming. So once everywhere locked down, I started saying, you know what, let me just share with people on my travel journey. So I started talking about how I accessed the world visa-free, how I was able to curate my own personal experiences. And people were reaching out to me and saying,
do that for me. What you did for yourself, I
Yeah.
want it for myself too.
Yeah.
So I started curating experiences for other people. It started with my friends and family, and then I turned it into a business that I could promote to other people.
That is absolutely phenomenal. And I was saying to you, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Because you have some unique offerings.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so start me with the one that initially when she said it, my mouth dropped open. What's
All
your
right.
name?
So one of our most popular trips is our mystery trip.
All right.
So the mystery trip essentially is people book the trip, they don't know where they're going, and we announce it at the airport.
They don't know where they're going.
Nobody knows
All
where
right.
they're going. So the next mystery trip is actually next week. So I have 30 people who will meet me at the airport next week who have no idea where they're going.
Okay. All right. Okay. So clearly, this is in demand.
Yes.
It's clearly exciting for the
Yes.
people who are signing up.
Because this is our fourth one.
This is the fourth one.
Right.
So how do you decide what the destination will be at that particular point?
Okay, so first thing we do is we open the trip well in advance of a year of it happening. Because right now, next year, Mystery Trip is open. Once we reach a quota, I start asking questions to the travelers. I'll be like, where have you been? What do you like? What kind of traveler
Oh,
are
you
you?
do a little poll.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I ask them these questions and then I narrow down the destinations and then it becomes a destination that all the travelers desire to go.
Wow. Okay. So the mystery trip for next year is open. How do people start putting in their interest from now?
Okay, so if you want to sign up for the Mystery Trip 2026, you're going to visit our website, www.happystart.com, select the Mystery Trip for 2026, click book, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Okay. But it's not only the mystery trip you have.
No,
You have another one.
no.
Yeah.
So we have many trips. We have a trip that goes out almost every month. One of
Wow.
our other big trips is the trip to Peru that goes out next month. Unfortunately, next month is closed, but they
Yeah.
can definitely join us for 2026. So we have a trip every month. We have a trip for May, June, July, August, and we do every continent except one. So you can join us on any continent, anywhere you want to see. We can plan that trip for you. We're doing it hosted or private. So if the group trip doesn't really work for you, not group trip
Right,
for everybody.
right.
If the group trip doesn't work for you, you can absolutely give us a call or email us to plan something private.
This is amazing. So in addition to that, if somebody's interested in kind of curating their own type of trip, is that something Happy Start would do?
Yes. So we are a modern travel curator agency. So we
love
don't
that.
just book flights and book hotels.
Yes.
We curate your experience in the destination. Because I've personally been to 75 countries. So I've made connections with vendors in all these countries. So from experience, and all our team are experienced, we can provide to you an curated itinerary in almost any destination to ensure that it goes beyond just booking a flight and hotel. You can have an amazing experience. We don't have to worry about nothing at all. We do it with everything.
All right, so here at Jamaica Expo 2025, so we're here today, and make sure you try to hurry before we close off at 9 p.m. But you're here again tomorrow.
Yes.
As a patron/customer, when I come here, what do I get at the Happy Start booth?
All right, so if you stop at the Happy Start booth when you come at the JME Expo, you're going to get 25% all our service fees for the rest of 2025. You get $50 off any 2025
No
group
man,
trip.
say it slow. Me get how much percent off?
25%
Yeah.
off any of our service charges for any service for 2025. So whether it's visa application, a private trip planning, a group trip, anything at all, 25%.
25%
Yeah.
off.
And for our hosted group trips, you get $50 off the cost of the hosted group trip for 2025. And then for 2026, you get $100 off. And you know what is also special?
Please tell me.
2026, if you book one of those 2026 trips, you get a free, you might be entered to get the, not, you get, and everybody get,
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. You're
for
entered.
you're entered to win a free trip for 2026. So you can just imagine that.
A whole trip for myself. No, listen, Samoya, I am extremely proud of you. Thank you for this. This is different. Haven't heard it like this before. Is there anything else you would like to say, especially for those who are probably still at home, not sure if they should come later or tomorrow? How you get them here?
So, even if you don't make it to the expo, we are online. You can
Love
find us
that.
on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can find us on Snapchat. You can find us on WhatsApp channels. We're all everywhere at Happy Start Travel. You can also visit our website at www.happystart.com. And if you come down to the expo, you get a discount. But don't worry, we still have something special for you if you don't make it to the expo.
So we can just online say, I didn't make it to the expo, so beg you for my special gift.
Right.
I
So
love
it's not
that.
going to be 25%,
Yeah.
but it's still going to be something. Yes.
You see, you my girl. You my girl. Samoya Mattis, CEO of Happy Start Travel Agency. One of the most unique things I've heard so far here at the expo. So we go until about 9 p.m. tonight. So if you can still make it down to the National Arena or National Indoor Sports Center, they have what they call the Park and Ride. It means you don't have to drive, come down here and battle with parking. You can go to King's House or you can go to NHT, park your car safe and sound, and a bus will just take you right here to experience it. It's also happening tomorrow, Sunday, from about 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. So you still have time. Come down, support Brand Jamaica, learn about the different brands and the different services that are 100% Jamaican. This is where you need to be as a real, true Jamaican, yeah? Proud of the island. Thank you so much for watching here on TVJ. We're going to continue to explore because there's so many booths on both sides. My foot them hurt me, but it's all worth it. It's Jamaica Expo 2025. Stick and stay to TVJ. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God.
tell me when.
Hold it to me.
And we are at Happy Start here at the Expo Jamaica 2025. I'm Shane Masters, and with me is the CEO of Happy Start,
Hello.
Samoya Matisse. How are you doing, Samoya?
I'm doing good. I'm happier that you guys are here so I can tell more people about my amazing company, Happy Start.
Firstly, you're an avid traveler.
I am. I've been to 75 countries so far, and my aim is to get as many Jamaicans to see as many visa-free countries as possible because, as you know, on the Jamaican passport, we are able to go over 100 countries visa-free or visa online.
Now, tell me about your company, Happy Start. Was this born out of your traveler experiences?
Essentially, it was born out of my experiences because first I started traveling with my friends, and once I started sharing my journey online, a lot of people started reaching out to me. At first, it was just assisting friends and family, and then it became a business where I started to assist others outside of my immediate friends and family circle.
I follow you on TikTok, I must say.
Thank you so much.
And I'm in love with what you do. But when did the company start, Happy Start?
So Happy Start, essentially, I would say we started in 2021. Well, I really came up with the concept in 2019, but it was at the end of 2019, so into 2020, everywhere locked down, people stopped traveling. So it was into 2021 that I really started pushing, promoting to a new audience, educating people about how you are able to travel on your Jamaican passport. So that was really in 2021. So I'd say we're about 4 years old.
Okay. When you think about the traveling experiences, which country does most of your patrons or persons that you get to do travel, which one of the countries do they like most?
To be honest, that's a hard question to answer. You know why? Because the Happy Start experience, it doesn't matter which country you are in, it's the same experience you're getting. Everyone comes home satisfied that they booked our trips because they have an amazing experience. It don't matter where they end up. But we do have some trips that are a little bit more popular than others. So we have our mystery trip that is really popular.
Yes.
We have our Peruvian trip that is really popular, and our Asia up is really popular. So those trips we have a lot of people sign up for.
Tell me a little bit more about the mystery trip, because that sounds exciting.
So the mystery trip, essentially, you're booking a trip and you don't know where you're going. So you send us the payment, a copy of your passport, and then we tell you where the destination is when you arrive at the airport for departure.
Just tell us? Just tell them at the airport?
So you don't know anything. So all this time you're paying for a trip, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where the destination is. You don't know anything at all. And it's when you come to the airport that we tell you where you're going.
Okay. Now, for someone who's not an avid traveler as yourself, for instance, myself, I don't really go out a lot.
No, we're going to change that.
What is the process to book such a trip?
All right. So if you want us Happy Start to plan your next experience, because it's not a trip, it's a Happy Start experience.
It's an experience.
Yes. So if you want to book a Happy Start experience, first thing you're going to do is reach out to us via email, contact number which is 876-220-9612, or on our website or on any of our social media where you can find us at Happy Start Travel. You tell us where you want to go, what you want to experience, and we'll make it happen for you. And don't worry, not all the trips are a mystery. You can curate your experience knowing where you're going and every detail from the beginning. It doesn't have to be a mystery trip. So we will curate your experience in any destination anywhere around the world, and our specialty is traveling on the Jamaican passport visa-free and accessing the world. So we're able to plan any trip for you anywhere you want to go to have that seamless experience.
Is there anything else that Happy Start is looking to offer? Because 2025, 2026, anything else you're looking to offer?
All right. So into 2026, we're looking to launch our inbound Jamaica brand, which is called Jambora. So we're looking to launch our inbound Jamaica experience, which is a high-end premium experience for all the travelers. Because what I've noticed is that we host group trips around the world, and we have travelers on our group trips that have never been to Jamaica. And they want the Happy Start experience in Jamaica. So into 2026, 2027, we'll be launching our Jambora brand, which will be the premium travel experience in Jamaica.
But what about locals who only used to their parish alone?
Listen, remember it's a Jambora brand we're launching,
Yeah.
Don't worry yourself. Even if you don't want to go up on plane, we're going to give you an experience in your home country of Jamaica that you didn't know existed.
So what are some of the places we're looking at? Because I don't go to the place in the West yet.
So for Jambora, we are looking at Portland, St.
Nice.
Mary. We're essentially doing all 14 parishes, but we're looking at northern experience opposed to the southern experience,
Nice.
the western experience as opposed to the eastern experience. And to kick that off, this August we have our Jamaica experience as part of the Happy Start experience, where we're bringing travelers from international destinations to Jamaica. It's going to be from August 1st to the 9th. So that's the first taste of what the Happy Start.
Yes, celebration.
Exactly. You get it.
All right, so boy, it has been nice speaking with you here at Expo Jamaica 2025.
Thank you so much.
And that's how we bring you to a close of our highlights here on JNN for Expo Jamaica 2025. But you have a few more hours left to come down and experience what Expo Jamaica 2025 has been like or is. So I'm Shane Masters. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.